Hey everyone, it's Anna here at Dee's to show you a quick video on how to make one of our accent bows. We normally post a video of this every season. They're super popular. We always have lots available in the store. You can come in, buy them already made every season, or you can come in and customize it. We'll make it for you where you pick out your ribbon and your stem, or you can buy all the stuff to make it yourself. But either way, we always have them for summer, Valentine's Day, 4th of July, and of course fall and Christmas. But today I'm just going to show you a neutral, natural one you can use all year long. And it's using this magnolia stem that we always carry. So first I'm going to start by fluffing it up. As you can see, when they come in, they're not very pretty. They need a little bit of loving. So I'm going to start by bringing the flower forward. Bend all those petals back. And as you can see, it's already much prettier. Next to the leaves, I'm going to bring some kind of down, some off to the side. Here's a whole branch of them. Kind of pull it away from the rest of them, fluff it out. These guys too, they come in kind of smashed. You just want to open up those little twig wires, little spirals there. And we've got it all fluffed up. So now we're ready to just chop that stem off. I'm just going to cut a few inches off, just enough so it doesn't fall apart. And then a lot of times, if you're going to use them in your house all year, you can dip a little hot glue on that end to make sure it doesn't start to unravel the floral tape taped around that stem. Especially on one like this, you might leave out all year and move it around. You'll notice it'll start to unravel. So it's always a good idea just to dip it in a little bit of hot glue. So after you get that all fluffed up, you're going to set that aside and you're going to make your ribbon in your hand. And if you've watched any of the videos, you know how I make a bow in my hand and then attach it, and it's really easy to do. So I chose 2 different widths ribbon. The first one is this 2.5 inch natural burlap with the linen on the sides. I'm going to leave a tail about 4 or 5 inches, and that's a good length for the part that's going to stick up. So I'm going to hold it up to the stem to show you. If you hang this down a lantern or a flag or even set it on a bookcase, this is going to be the shorter side that kind of goes up towards the top. So as you can see, if you hold it up there, imagine cutting it into the little V cut there. That's a really good length, and then you can leave the other tail a little bit longer over here. So I'm going to start with this in my hand and make a couple loops. So pinch that in between your fingers right there. You'll see I flipped the ribbon over. The reason that I do that is for 2 things. One, it helps the wired ribbon stand up more and the loops look a little bit fuller and prettier. It also brings the back side of the ribbon, which is different than this, so that when you make that loop, it doesn't show the back side that's not as pretty. So I'll show you again. I just pinched it in my finger, flipped it over, and now I'm going to make my loop. So you're bringing your loop back on top here. A lot of people want to go like this, but the way they stand up really nice and pretty when we make bows is because we bring them back to the top. So I'm going to pinch it again just in between those fingers, flip it. Now I'm ready to make my other loop. And basically all you've done is make a figure 8. The reason we do it that way is then it's all being held together right here, and that's where you're going to put your wire, and those loops are secure. They're not going to fall out once you wire it on there. So again, you're going to leave this tail a little bit longer. This one's about 5 inches. This one's going to be like closer to 10. Cut your ribbon. While you're holding that one, you're going to introduce your second ribbon. You're just going to lay that one on top. Same kind of thing. Tail a little bit shorter up this way. And you're going to repeat. So this one too, same thing. The back's not as pretty as the front. You're going to twist, loop, twist, and loop. I left my loops pretty big. This is about 1.5 yards of each ribbon to make them. If you don't like your loops as big and airy as I made them, you can always make them smaller. So see, as you can see, I just pulled that in a little bit. If you prefer that smaller look, you can always just make your loop smaller. I'm going to leave these a little bit bigger though, because that flower is pretty big and this has to go behind it and still show up. Now I'm ready to cut that one. I've got my cloth covered wire. Go right there where your thumb and your pointer finger are. Go around the back. Now you're ready to lay this on your stem. I've got some greenery kind of going up, a leaf going up in the flower. I'm going to go right in there where there's a little bit of a gap. Take your bow, Bring that wire around the back and tie that in a knot. Now, once you flip it over, you're able to move everything around. So I'm going to find those two shorter tails, bring those towards the top. Find my loops, kind of fluff those. I like how the leaf kind of went in front of those, so it doesn't look like you've stuck ribbon onto it. It looks more like one big piece. Now you're ready to cut these little tails. And then again, bring some of that foliage and those stems towards the front, and you have this beautiful magnolia swag piece you can use a number of different ways. We twist these onto boxwood wreaths, onto grapevine wreaths, pre-mades, flagpoles, lay them in your bookcase, you know, to all match, all different kinds of ways. So we always love having accent bows for every season, and I just wanted to show you real quick how to make it yourself.